With official homeless numbers now exceeding 10,000, despite the Minister for Housing's best efforts to massage the figures, we take a look at the HAP scheme and the over-reliance on private landlords. The housing assistance payment has been in place across the country since 2017 and has more or less replaced the rent supplement scheme. HAP was described as part of the solution to the housing crisis and is regarded as a form of social housing and included in social housing targets. Tenants on HAP are also taken off the main housing list and put on a HAP transfer list. With exception for the payments, there is no difference between a HAP tenancy and a regular private tenancy. There is no security of tenure and no additional rights in relation to rent increases or termination of tenancies. Dwellings are supposed to be inspected to ensure decent standards, but lack of council staff means some inspections are not happening, or inspections are not followed up to ensure that landlords do the necessary work. With rents continuing to rise, tenants are finding it more and more difficult to find properties within the HAP limits. One tenant reported to the Irish Independent that it's just working out too expensive for the HAP scheme, so now I'm back at square one, facing homelessness again within 24 hours. Because of high rents, HAP has become the largest area of expenditure for housing supports, with €276,600,000 paid to private landlords in 2018 to house 43,443 households. A number of landlords and companies are making millions from the scheme, with the largest landlord having 241 properties in HAP. There are another 300 landlords owning more than 10 properties in the scheme. In October 2018, a cross-party motion passed by the Dáil called on the government to scrap the Rebuilding Ireland plan and radically change their housing policy. But since then, nothing has happened. In the budget for 2019, Fine Gael introduced further tax reliefs for landlords to allow them to claim 100% of interest paid on loans for the purchase or refurbishment of residential property. The National Homeless and Housing Coalition, together with Raise the Roof, have called a national protest on the 18th of May, 1 week before the local elections. Join the protest and vote out the landlord parties.